What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and wow, we got some really cool air attacks to show from our latest ranged war, I guess the CWL war against Darc Avengers. Why don't we go ahead and start it off with the Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 attack. It's basically, I'm not sure if what's in the clan. I think in the clan castle is another hound. So we've just got a GoLaLoon, which is awesome. A stone GoLaLoon coming in with three golems there at the noon type whatever position. Got some wall breakers. They are breaking open. We've got that funnel made. And it's about time to go ahead and send in the king and queen and take out that air defense, as well as I'm pretty sure she's going to get the Inferno Tower. Drops a very early jump to make sure that those golems, they know where they have to go, and to push that king and queen through there. They've got a baby dragon and a regular dragon in the clan castle. The king is going to tank for them a little bit, which is not always the best situation, but you know what? He uses his ability, gets all the way back to full again. I don't what oh, the queen, he almost swiped that Inferno Tower, but the queen, enemy queen, distracted him and went back into the core. But the friendly queen gets that, so we've got one air defense down and one Inferno Tower down, and that's a good thing. Poison for those skelly traps was obviously a cleanup attack, because he knew where those skelly traps were right off the bat. Starting to deploy those LaLoons in there. He's got one Lava Hound already down, and he's got, I think, does he have any more? No, he doesn't even have any more Lava Hounds in here. So fortunately, he does have the Queen that is doing her thing, and he's got a heal for that semi-Tesla farm and Wizard Tower, and kind of even healing for those that air defense that's doing some serious damage. But we still have Inferno Tower. Very nice freeze right there. Look at that. Under haste, these loons are going to head right to that Inferno Tower, and it is game over at that part. Just incredibly good use of spells there. That's what got him the 3 stars here. That and the friendly queen is down too, so she's not going to be helpful for any of the cleanup. As soon as this that archer tower goes down, we've got no more air targeting defenses, so it's just about the cleanup game. And a very nice way to start us off. Really great attack. Love to see that. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at the Town Hall 9 attacks. There's so many good ones on both sides. I wish I could show them all, but we're going to try to pick different combinations and different things. So we've got a Queen Walk, a GoBoLaLoon on this one. Emiliano just, I mean, it was just such a nice attack. He got a 6-pack, and I think we're going to show him it again. But just for almost every single troop that he deploys has a purpose and timing and everything like that. It's just a really well thought out attack. Yeah, it is a standard, Queen Walk, GoBoLaLoon, but just the way what he gets accomplished here. So he's got his queen down. He's not going to get that cannon, but who cares? It's not a big deal. It is an air attack. So he drops the healers finally, as those mortars are doing a little bit of damage, and wants to make sure that that queen gets, the defense is taken care of. So doing the queen walk here, and he is going to start funneling up. There we go. The minions are funneling up top, and we're going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit, just until the queen gets up there and he drops the golems, which is right now. Okay, here we go. So the queen's still battling with some of those skelly traps, still cleaning up some of the trash buildings and defenses up there. Now we've got the second phase of the attack going, where that golem is tanking, and I think, did he send wall breakers in that failed? No, I guess they didn't fail. So he sends the other wall breakers in there, opens up that compartment, and will drop a jump down there to get this king and golem and bowlers through a good portion of the base. They'll take out that enemy queen, standing in poison. Drops a rage there to go ahead and push everything through that core. Just tons and tons of damage. Queen finally catches up to them, starts walking right behind them, just sniping all these defensive buildings. There's a little bit of two Tesla farms there on the outside and in the core. Queen is just going and sniping like crazy. Bowlers are throwing their rocks in the core there, taking care of those two Teslas, standing in heals. Just I mean, wow, this is just crushed the base at this. He hasn't even started the third phase, which is the LaLoon portion, and there we go with one Lava Hound, and I think he had 6, maybe 8 loons. And I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. This base is toast. That queen will get the air defense at some point. Those pups are taking out the archer tower, and now there is no air targeting troops. So this is pretty much it. That's just such a well thought out executed plan. Loved that attack. That was just a lot of fun. Let's look at his 6-pack. So we'll go ahead here and just watch Queen Walk Go Low. So there's no, or I think it's GoBoLaLoon. There's no lava hounds here. So old school stuff. You know, just going ahead and taking out. Look at that core. You can see inside where that bomb tower is, there's 4 ADs right in that area. So he's going to send his kill squad through that 7 o'clock compartment and get into that core and just completely take out everything. He's already got funneling troops for the dragon up top, that with that baby dragon up top. I think he's going to do his queen walk from that 10 o'clock all the way down to the 7 o'clock compartment, and she's going to do her funneling on both the defenses and the trash building. I think she gets the enemy queen too. We'll see in just to say. There we go. So she'll get that, drops a point and gets the clan castle. We'll have to rage and use ability, but that's just fine because she's getting so much value, taking out the enemy queen and that baby dragon clan castle with wizards too. So which would really just tear apart that loon portion of the attack. Now we've got the funneling coming on the kind of the 6-ish type position for this golem drop. He's got 2 golems, and I think he's got bowlers in the clan castle. There is a Tesla farm there. Where there we go. Just, I mean, so much value getting off this entry too. Queen is still doing her funneling, taking out some of those trash buildings and tanking for that expo, which is always a good thing. Wizards are just cleaning up that expo farm, or expo, I'm sorry, the Tesla farm, and we've just got a complete funnel here. There's the bowlers, and we'll drop a jump here in a second. Still has 2 rages, hasn't even used. So this king and bowlers will get into that core, and they will just start shredding it all up. They will go ahead and take out 1 air defense. They will take out 2 air defenses in just a second. Got to get rid of that expo and sweeper. There we go with the 2nd air defense going down, and now he can go ahead and start sending in his loons while that kill squad is tanking, and rages up for a final time, and they only have 1 more air defense to take out. Bowlers are still slanging rocks, and you know how it is. And then we've got the loons all over these different, well, now they're non-targeting air defenses, so it's even better. And this base is completely trashed. So just a really, really nice hit that he has. Love to see both of these attacks. Love to see the compositions and just everything had a purpose. This is just really, really nice. You guys should just watch those 2 attacks for different air strategies, and just to see that it's almost like a seminar there, or a session. Let's go to number 16, and now we're going to go ahead and watch GoBoLaLoon. So we almost had it last time, but there were no lava hounds in the last attack. Otherwise it would have been a GoBoLaLoon, but this time there are 2 lava hounds and bowlers in the clan castle. So we've got the minions doing work at that 9 o'clock. We've got a shattered entry. That means 2 golems coming in at the 11:30 and 10, tanking for all those wizards, and just getting that funnel. I mean, look at that funnel. That's just fantastic work done. It's what makes this raid successful, and he does not have wall breaker, so he's just going to go ahead and jump in. This jump is going to go ahead and connect him almost all the way to that clan castle core, and he's going to easily get these 2 air defenses on the way in there and potentially get 3 of them. Does a double jump, and now he's got the clan castle coming out, drops a very nice poison, and he's just going to go ahead and rage that kill squad up. They're going to go ahead and take care of the clan castle. They've got 2 of those air defenses. Now they got that 3rd one. So we're just talking about taking out 1 air defense. But the problem is we still have the enemy queen that is up Enemy king is no big deal, but that friendly queen is not really cooperating too much. She is just banging through a wall. She does have her ability, and the king still has his ability, but he's going to go ahead and start that LaLoon, or just the loon deployment on those two buildings focused on the golem. Very nice way to observe that and see that there's easy pickup on those defensive troops. We're sending in the lava hounds already, and the queen is just firing away, going crazy. The friendly queen has got nothing to do with this. She's just cleaning up outside trash buildings for no reason. And we also, on top of that, have a tri-Tesla farm, which in just a second is going to actually be to his benefit, because they are going to bomb boom that Tesla and then bomb her right after, and that's about it. The friendly queen would have gotten her eventually and popped the ability and taken her out, but it just makes it that much easier for cleanup to have a lot more loons. So very nicely done. Liked that attack as well. Let's look at number 17, and this one we're going to do a quad LaLoon, which is probably one of the most, I guess, the attack that most people are using, especially if we just pause it for 1 second. If you're looking here, the quad LaLoon is very powerful when you can get an AD and a queen at the same time with a very limited kill squad. There's a queen and an AD right on entrance. Very little troops have to be invested to get that queen and AD, and then you can go ahead and use LaLoons for the rest. This is a cleanup attack. I do know what is in that clan castle, as it's been hit before. It is a lava hound, which makes it even simpler to go ahead and take that, because I don't even need to trip or worry about the clan castle at all. So the king is sent in here. The queen is right behind doing some funneling work just to make sure they both get into that enemy queen. And they're going to drop a poison right there. The queen will finally take a shot at the king. He will get aggro, and then he'll start banging the wall to get to the queen. But our friendly queen is right there. He's got his back, and she's going to rage up, use the ability, take care of that AD and that enemy queen. Now, I just wanted the queen to die, to be honest. I raged a little earlier. I used the ability a little earlier just because I didn't want her to live. I don't want her to break the hound, and I really don't have any other troops that can break the hound except for minions and lava pups when they're done. We've got a troll Tesla up top that I did miss, so I sent in 2 loons there, and they're going to be followed up right with a loon right after that to go ahead and start that the LaLoon portion of this. And we're going to go ahead and haste them into the side here, and we're going to go ahead and start sending the other hound at the 3 o'clock, and the loons behind it. We do have a bunch of loons in the core that are not going to be tanked, so we're going to go ahead and haste them up. Right after this, we're going to go ahead and heal them through a quad Tesla farm, and then we're just going to rage them up for good measure so that they run through that core and just take out all the sweepers, all the Teslas, and then they join their brethren back there at the 3 o'clock. Drop that last lava hound in there to take tank the final AD. It goes down. Drop a poison for those skelly traps just because, and we've got a full lava hound that's about halfway health. And it's got to go ahead and tank through 3 air defenses and an expo, and it's going to be doing its work. I'll drop a haste in here, not really necessary, but it makes it just better for those loons. I still have 2 loons in the bag that I'm using just in case I need to go ahead and do some cleanup. Now, the really cool thing about this is it's good. That lava hound is going to start making its way back towards the town hall, and in that way back, it is going to trip a seeking air mine right here. We'll check this out. There we go, and boom. So we've got like a billion lava pups to go ahead and just help the cleanup. Really wasn't necessary, as I had those 2 loons that I could drop anywhere for cleanup, but just makes it that much sweeter when you've got all your lava hounds popping. You know you did a little something there right. Okay, just 2 more attacks to take a look at. We will go down to number 20, and we'll look at a quad LaLoon with a zap quake. So we saw my quad LaLoon. Now the question is, when do you quad quake and when do you not quad quake? What makes the choice easier for you? Well, with this type of example, it allows the pathing for that LaLoon portion to be kind of a horseshoe, so that the loons and the lava hounds follow in a kind of straight pattern, not quite straight, but very, and like I said, like a horseshoe type of pattern where they're not bouncing all over the place and going through the core and getting lost and not getting tanked. So it just makes it that much simpler for him. So he is going to do the king-queen trade here, but he's going to zap quick that AD. Just makes it a lot simpler to go ahead and take care of that second phase. So there we go, and almost gets the wizard tower, which would be fantastic, but just doesn't. So he's got wall breakers going in here, so that queen can go down really quickly, and then he's going to go ahead and take care of that mortar, and go ahead and drop his archer queen right behind that. Trips the air targeting clan castle troops, which is the only threat to the LaLoon portion, and I mean that it's just very nicely done. You can ask, what do you do? What happens when the clan castle is not easily accessible, or there is wizards and baby dragons or regular dragons in there? That's exactly what you do. You go ahead and grab them out just like you would like at a Town Hall 8 old school type of grabbing the CC lore and pulling them out and letting the queen take care of it. So we've got the lava hounds tanking. We've got 3 lava hounds already deployed going through a Tesla farm. He still has a heal and he has a haste, or a couple haste, so he's going to go ahead and heal up his loons there, going at haste and pushing them through. There's a little lone Tesla there that's going to be almost taken out, not quite. It's going to get rid of that balloon, but the other ones are going to come in and get it. And then we've got a max lava hound that's just sitting there tanking with a drink in his hand and waiting for the other loons. In fact, he could have, I think he was really enjoying it there. He would have relaxed a little bit longer. Now, also what punishes this base with the quad LaLoon is the fact that that expo was pointed to the ground. Guys, don't point your expos to the ground. It's just going to get trashed by Josh C here. So he could have swagged the loon, but uses it for cleanup, and he has 2 minions actually swagged as well, but decides to use them. Not really necessary. Already has the space done, and it was really, really nice attack. Now, Save just... this is almost a travesty of how badly he beats this base. It's just, I feel like we should call the cops on this one. It's just really, really bad. John CH17, under 2 minutes. And I mean, it's going to be another quad LaLoon, but I wanted to show this one, not because it was just completely demolished, but also because he's using skelly traps to take care of the queen. So we're showing all these different methods of being able to use air with quad quaking, using skelly traps, luring the clan castle, not luring the clan castle, all these different types of things to do. So we've got the king and queen here that are starting to do some funneling work, and their goal is to take out that AD at the 2 o'clock. I think the queen will also get the expo, which is also a very nice thing, because that expo is actually pointed to the air. So take out that archer tower, very, very nice. Take out this air defense, and then take out the expo. He's already, because he knows what's happening here, he's already deploying his LaLoonian portion at the 12 o'clock area. So that's why he's got everything going. There's only a minute and a half left here. Also, take a look at here where he's going to go ahead and drop those skelly traps on this queen. 3 skelly traps. This queen, even with 3-point defenses, 4-point defenses, and a splash damage, still going to take it out. And then we're going and doing our LaLoon on the other side of the base. Finally, our enemy queen goes down, but I mean, this base is already completely trashed. We've got 2 air defenses left, and the balloons are almost right on top of them. There's one last 2 lava hounds that are still up, and look at this: 9 loons, a heal, a poison, and 2 archers that he just used. I mean, he doesn't even need to. This base is completely done. There is only there's 1 more defense, and all these pups are all around. He's got the queen still up from the beginning of the raid that she's going and walking around here. He could have beat this base in under probably like a minute and 15 seconds or even less if he would have deployed those 9 hounds, or I'm sorry, those 9 loons at the 7 and 8 o'clock right there over those storages. But just wow. So he does deploy them. I think I missed where it was. You know what? just out of respect here, I just want to see where he deploys those last little bits of balloons. Sorry about this, but I'm pretty sure he deployed them all up at top just because. And just to see it in fast motion again of how it goes, just completely roasting this base. It's a tragedy. All right, there we go. So everything's going down. Where are those loons? There we go. Swags the heal, swags the poison, swags the loons there for that last building up there. Just really, really cool. So hopefully you all enjoyed these attacks. Every time I watch these things, I learn a little bit here and there of different little tips and tricks that you can do. Hopefully you all do too. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, go ahead and share them with your clanmates. I'm sure if you guys enjoy these videos, they will benefit and they'll like them as well. And go ahead and do those friendly challenges to get used to these attacks. Practice them. Go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and those 3-star attacks.